When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. comes from inside his own 5. So Northwestern's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Stone. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Oregon's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. On target to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from it. loses the ball deep in his own end. Corralled by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Moore to the air. Throws to the tight end. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ducks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Number 36, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Stone. He's got it on the move. Tackled there by the defense.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Farrell. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you.
He's going for the goal line. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. He splits the uprights. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Roughing the kick.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. On first and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They'll try to slam it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game? Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer, you got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. It is good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Delay of game, offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact.
Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll give it to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
The Ducks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Casper. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a really nice-looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking to throw it, Stone. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And he ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Oh, he's got a chance.
The return is brought down at the 36. And the Oregon
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
37, Northwestern, 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Stone. Here comes the heat. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Find some fresh air. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Tight end finds a soft spot. That should be the final play of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Moore will throw. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wants to go up top. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. Goalpost tapping you on the shoulder. Just take care of the football here. Snags it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the 1st down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the 1st down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Stone. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. And the Wildcats are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Porter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Is a turnover on downs.
Sends it back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Running behind that left side. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays.
He's got it, 1st down and more. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Moore to the air. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's going to bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown.
Number 36, set to kick it off.
He'll start the return, and he coughs it up again. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollard.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out and get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Now the toss.
And he kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Zings it complete to the right. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Here's a heat. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Northwestern making quick work on this drive.
And first down for the offense.
To the air, it's Stone. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. So now it's second and long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard. Down throw. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to pass, it's Stone. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's got it. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field, on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This offense has it with really good field position. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Number
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he makes the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
79, Northwestern 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Stone. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
The first down pass intercepted by Oregon. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Central Michigan's offense will have the football first. they are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. He'll take it himself. He won't get there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Wolverines offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. On the option, finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And the Chippewas come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Labus. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. This is a designed run, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I think both defenses are expecting to have a lot of fun in these conditions, right, guys? It is snowing. They know it's going to be really hard for these players to hold on to the football, so they're trying to make tackles, but they're also trying to scoop and score in this one because at any given time, someone can put the ball on the ground.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. For space to run behind the left tackle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Michigan offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Rushes on him. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they take it in for 6 more points.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. QB draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Chippewas will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He'll take the deep shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes a connection. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go. Ready?
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Now the play fake. He wants it all. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Back to throw, it's Labus. They'll run the screen.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Chippewas have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Chippewas send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch near the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Powers through the defender. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the ground with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Chippewas line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends... so dangerous down here in this red zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now on the option. He'll toss it.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller...
Fires toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. The short hands. It's McCulley. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Back-to-back incompletions and likely back to the air on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Chippewas will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And that was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
Gonna take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33.
White 94 Snyder choice.
To throw, it's Underwood. He'll take another shot here. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Chippewas decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The sure hands, it's Klein. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Underwood. It's complete. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Wolverines have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Got his man on the outside. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let us find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Chippewas will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them an education.
And the Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They went 3 and out the last time they point of the game. You just can't afford many of those. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Fights off a defender.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today, Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking left. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here comes the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Looking to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Finds his man, it's Simpson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Chippewas will send out the punt unit.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Road, 14. University of New Haven.
Let's see what he can do with it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan.
Trying to get behind the defense. And the DB right with him to knock it away. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Fires left. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Let's it fly. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. To the air, it's Lavis. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.